My child, today is Wednesday, March 18th, and I need you to understand that this is the moment I have chosen to step directly into your life. Please do not look away or move on to something else, because I am asking for just a small window of your time right now. This conversation is happening for a reason that is bigger than you can imagine, and it is vital that you do not ignore this call from heaven. You are standing at a divine appointment that was scheduled specifically for you, and turning away now would be like walking away from a door that has finally been unlocked. I am asking you to open your heart and listen with everything you have. There is a message trying to reach your soul, and if you wait too long, you might miss the chance to receive it in the way it was intended. My child, I am truly urging you to stay with me until we reach the very end of this message. Something has been locked deep inside of you for many years, something that has felt heavy and impossible to move, but the words I have for you today are designed to finally shift that weight. On this Wednesday, March 18th, I need your full and undivided attention. It is not a mistake that you are seeing this right now. It is not some random glitch or a simple computer calculation. This message found you at this exact second because something massive is waiting for you just around the corner. There is a blessing that has been moving in circles around your life for a very long time, trying to find a way to get to you. You have been so busy and so loud in your own mind that you couldn't hear it coming. But now in this stillness, it is finally close enough to touch. I want you to stay exactly where you are. Do not scroll past this, and do not let your mind wander to your chores or your worries for even a second. The next few moments carry a weight and a power that your soul is finally ready to carry. I am physically pulling you away from all the noise and the chaos of the world today. I am separating you from the distractions that usually eat up your thoughts, so I can whisper something that was meant only for you. If you can feel this urgency in your spirit, please take a moment right now to type "I am listening" in the comments, so I know your heart is open. My child, I am not here to make you afraid or to give you a reason to worry. I am here because the time for a massive shift in your life has finally arrived. I have watched how you have been living lately, carrying a heavy burden that you don't show to anyone else. You have been walking through storms inside your own chest that you've never put into words, hiding your biggest battles behind a smile that looks brave to the world. I have been right there with you, seeing every single tear you wiped away in the dark when you thought you were completely alone. Today I am looking at you and I am saying that it is enough. I cannot let you keep suffering in that silence any longer. We need to talk right now before the blessings that are knocking on your door are turned away because you weren't ready to receive them. Please do not skip this, because something huge is on its way to you, and this message is the key that will unlock the door for you. Every second you choose to stay here and listen is a second where your destiny moves physically closer to your reality. You are not here by some random accident. I have practically pulled you into this moment on purpose because I have something I want to give you. Listen very carefully to what my spirit is telling you right now. There is a shift happening all around you, like a spiritual earthquake that is shaking the very ground you stand on. It is shaking the old foundations of your life to make room for something brand new and beautiful. If you choose to ignore this, you will be walking away from the single greatest turning point of your entire life. I am telling you not to ignore this, not because I am angry, but because I love you too much to let you lose what I have prepared for you. There are breakthroughs hovering over your name and a divine reversal coming that will shock every person who ever doubted your worth. But for this to happen the way it is supposed to, I need you to stay focused on me. Don't walk away, because every delay you have ever suffered and every heartbreak you have ever felt was actually training you for what is coming next. Today is not just another normal day. Something in the spiritual realm has moved significantly, and it has your name written all over it. You are being pulled into this message because I need your focus right now, not later tonight or tomorrow. If you are ready for this new chapter, type "I am ready" in the comments and let the world know you are standing your ground. The moment you think about leaving is the very moment a life-changing truth starts to unfold. I am preparing something for you that looks nothing like your past. It won't look like your old struggles, and it won't repeat the painful patterns you've grown used to. A once-in-a-lifetime alignment is happening, and it requires you to be still for just a few more seconds. Do not move and do not scroll away. Your enemies might think they have delayed your progress, but I have used every single one of those delays to prepare you. Every door that was slammed in your face was not a rejection. It was me redirecting you to something better. You weren't being punished during those hard times. You were being positioned for this exact moment. The reason this feels so intense right now is because your breakthrough is closer than it has ever been. It is so close that I cannot risk you missing it. There is a blessing that has been circling you, waiting for your heart to finally be ready, and today is that day. This is why the timing is perfect and why the pull you feel in your soul is real. Something huge is waiting for you, and you are only seconds away from understanding why your life had to break before it could finally bloom. Before we go any further, I want you to take one deep breath and keep your focus right here. Do not skip ahead. The next chapter of your life is going to require you to let go of the fear that has been trying to control you for so long. You have to let go of the doubt and the guilt that tells you nothing good ever lasts. What I am sending next is going to shock you with how big it is. I want you to share this and let others know that they are not alone. You are not just hearing this for yourself. You are becoming a doorway for someone else to find their breakthrough too. Stay with me, because something huge is standing at the very edge of your destiny, just waiting for you to say yes. Do not scroll away, because something in the atmosphere is shifting for you at this very second. If you are quiet, you can actually feel it. That strange pull and that sudden sense of importance are not in your imagination. That is me aligning you with the moment your soul has been waiting for. My child, I want you to understand that everything I am revealing to you right now is meant to bring clarity to the moments you spent in deep confusion. All those prayers you offered up in the middle of the night, the ones you thought went unheard or ignored, are finally being answered in this very season. None of your suffering was for nothing. The hidden pain you carried, the tears you shed when no one was looking, and the heavy silence that felt like it would never end, every bit of it was actually a form of preparation for the beauty that is about to meet you in this new season. You are being molded in the fire, and although it was painful, you are coming out stronger and more aligned than ever before. Think about the many storms you have already weathered. There were times when the disappointment felt like it was physically stinging your heart, and times when people you trusted simply walked away without a word of explanation. You survived all of it. Even on the days when you truly believed you wouldn't make it to the next morning, I was right there watching you fight those invisible battles. I saw the strength it took for you to keep going when your energy was completely drained and your spirit felt like it was on the verge of breaking. If you can look back and see that I was with you then, please take a moment to type "He was always there" in the comments right now. I am calling to you today because the chapter of your life defined by struggle is officially coming to a close. A completely fresh timeline is being activated for you at this very moment on Wednesday, March 18th. I am physically pulling you out of the repetitive circles that kept you feeling stuck for years. I am dragging you away from the seasons that drained your life force and breaking the chains of the patterns that always seemed to sabotage your peace. This is not just a small improvement, it is a total transformation of everything connected to your name. As we move forward into this new territory, you must realize that fear cannot follow you where I am taking you. Doubt cannot come along, and even the old version of yourself cannot follow you into this land of promise. This is the exact moment where heaven is marking you for a major elevation. You are stepping into a time of answered prayers and opportunities that you never saw coming. The restoration I am bringing will happen so suddenly that it will look like an absolute miracle to everyone who is watching your life. You won't have to spend your energy chasing after blessings anymore, because what is meant for you will start finding you effortlessly. The very next breath you take is the start of a divine turnaround that will change the trajectory of your entire existence. Your name is rising in the spiritual realm, your path is being cleared of every obstacle, and something massive is already on its way to your front door. Do not look away, because the revelation I am about to share will shake something awake deep inside your spirit. I am speaking with a level of urgency today that is incredibly rare. You are standing on the very edge of a breakthrough that has been delayed for years, but I am now removing every single barrier all at once. If your heart is beating faster right now, it's because your spirit recognizes the truth in my words. It knows that a transformation is approaching you quietly but powerfully. Every second you spend here with me, heaven is aligning another piece of your destiny. You were never forgotten, you were only being prepared. This is the moment where that preparation finally turns into power. All those nights you spent questioning if you were even worth it, and all those days you forced yourself to work through the pain, are coming back to you as blessings that are multiplied. I am lifting you out of that state of emotional exhaustion and placing you into a season of divine ease. Doors that were sealed shut for decades will now unlock without you even having to turn the key. I want you to listen very carefully, my child. I am not just giving you a blessing, I am repositioning you entirely. The shift happening around you is too big for you to handle on your own, and that is why this message found you today. Before we take the next step together, I want you to share this message with someone else who might be silently collapsing under their own weight. You are becoming a torch for others. If you are willing to be that light, type "I will share" in the comments. The atmosphere around you is shifting again, and it is getting stronger and clearer than ever before. Something has been waiting for the exact moment your heart was open enough to receive it. What is coming next will not be small or subtle. It will be loud, undeniable, and completely extraordinary. This is divine timing, not a coincidence. I am breaking through the walls that you didn't even know were blocking your path. You have carried the weight of your past for far too long. You have replayed your mistakes and held on to guilt that I have already forgiven. Heaven disagrees with the low opinion you have of yourself. I am rewriting the chapter of your life that you thought was permanent. I am restoring what you lost, elevating the things that others ignored, and awakening the parts of your destiny that have been asleep for years. This is a turning point so powerful that your future self will look back at this exact moment and say that everything changed right here. Something huge is arriving faster than you can imagine. My child, I am asking you to keep your focus entirely on me right now, and not to let your attention drift for even a single second. I am moving in your life today, Wednesday, March 18th, to pull you out of conflicts and battles that were never yours to fight in the first place. I am placing you instead into blessings that were always intended for you, even when you couldn't see them. The heavy situations that drained your spirit and stole your energy will no longer have any access to your heart. Those who used your kindness for their own gain or took advantage of your soft spirit are being removed from your path. The fears that once dictated your every move and kept you awake at night will no longer have any say in your future. You are stepping into a state of divine and undeniable alignment where every part of your life begins to work in harmony. If you can feel this weight lifting off your shoulders, I want you to take a second and type "I am free" in the comments right now. Please stay with me until we finish this conversation, because your heart is being carefully prepared for a breakthrough that is already making its way to your front door. Even if your physical eyes cannot see the movement yet, heaven is working behind the scenes to rearrange the world in your favor. You might feel a sudden sense of calm washing over you, or a quiet inner voice telling you that this moment is different. That is the sound of your destiny calling your name and telling you to stay still. I want you to know that the breakthrough you have been praying for has already been approved and released by heaven. Now I just need you to remain quiet and still long enough to receive the instructions on how to walk into this new life. The next few moments carry the clarity that your soul has been starving for. Your past battles were very loud and painful, but the blessings I am bringing you are going to be even louder and more powerful. Every single time someone doubted your value or questioned your potential, heaven was taking a record of your resilience. Every time you sat in your room and cried in secret, heaven was gathering the pieces of your breaking heart and holding them close. And every time you forced yourself to take another step forward when you were tired and wanted to quit, I counted that as a great victory of strength. I did not bring you through all of those trials just to leave you where you are now. The season that tried to break you and destroy your hope is not the season that will define who you are. I am bringing a restoration so complete that it will be hard for you to believe it is real at first. I am setting a divine separation in your life starting today. Anything that was meant to drain you, confuse you, or break your spirit is being physically pulled out of your way. You are moving into a cleaner and clearer season where you won't have to beg for peace or chase after people just to feel loved. Your blessings will come to you naturally and without effort because I am finally aligning your steps with your true purpose. This moment is not a random coincidence. It is the absolute beginning of your divine turnaround. I am speaking with such intense urgency because your life is standing only inches away from a massive turning point. If you feel that shift happening in your spirit, please comment, "My time is now," to claim this promise. You have been walking through a silent battle that no one else around you noticed, but I saw every part of it. Now I am stepping in to handle it for you. Something huge is waiting to reach you, and it will finally shift the weight you have been carrying for far too many years. Your patience has finally reached the time of its harvest. The tears you shed and the moments you felt like giving up were not ignored. Every struggle you faced was recorded, and every sacrifice you made is now being multiplied back to you as a blessing. I am preparing a reversal so strong that the very areas where you were once most broken will become the areas where you shine the brightest. This blessing is arriving suddenly and without effort because heaven has already given its full approval. I am lifting you into a season of protection where you will be surrounded by the peace you have been craving. The storms that used to terrify you will lose all their power over your life. The people who underestimated you or looked down on you will now have to witness your rise. Your mind, your path, and your opportunities are all coming into perfect alignment. The intensity you feel in your chest right now is your spirit recognizing that these words are meant specifically for you. I am bringing clarity and direction to the parts of your life that felt uncertain. Your breakthrough has been approved for a long time, but I needed your heart to be strong enough to receive it. You have been living in survival mode for far too long, giving your best to everyone else while you were breaking silently inside. I am now replacing that exhaustion with a fresh strength and replacing your confusion with perfect clarity. Everything in your life is about to click into place. I am preparing a time where you will no longer have to chase after what is meant for you. It will come to you naturally and effortlessly. The blessings you thought were delayed are actually arriving right on time. The opportunities you feared were gone forever are returning to you with even greater favor. The peace you have prayed for is already forming a shield around you, and the joy you forgot was possible is being restored to your heart right now. My child, I am asking you not to move a single muscle and to resist the urge to scroll away right now. We are entering the most sacred part of this conversation, and I need you to stay with me until the very end. This moment is not just a collection of words or a simple video you happen to find. It is a spiritual appointment that heaven has scheduled specifically for you, and I refuse to let you miss it. Your spirit already feels that this is far from ordinary. On this Wednesday, March 18th, I am speaking with an intensity and an urgency that you must not ignore. You are standing directly at the doorway of a life you never truly believed you could have. This is why your heart won't let you look away, and why you feel such a heavy pull in your chest. I am physically pulling you into a new alignment. Every second you stay connected to this message is a second that brings you closer to a breakthrough that has been circling your destiny for months, and perhaps even years. If you can feel that pull right now, I want you to take a moment to type "I am in alignment" in the comments, so that your heart is fully present in this moment. I see the heaviness you have been hiding from the rest of the world. I see the exhausting strength you've had to force yourself to show when your heart was actually weary, and the courage you pretended to have even when you felt like you were collapsing inside. I am stepping into your situation today because you have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours to carry alone. The chapter of your life that drained you of your joy is dissolving right now. The storm that exhausted your spirit is losing its power over your future. The confusion that clouded your mind for so long is finally lifting, making way for a wave of peace and divine favor. Stay with me, because heaven is preparing to reveal the part of your story that finally makes sense of all the chaos you've endured. Everything you lost in previous seasons will be restored in a way that honors your long patience and multiplies your faith. The opportunities you thought you missed are returning to you even stronger than they were before. The love you prayed for is being aligned with your soul, and the financial doors you thought were permanently shut are unlocking quietly behind the scenes at this very second. You are entering a season where blessings will begin to chase you, instead of you having to chase them. This will serve as a permanent reminder that I never once abandoned you. I was simply preparing you for a life that is much bigger than you ever dared to imagine. Stay until the end, because the moment you leave is the moment your miracle is meant to step forward. This is a divine interruption in your normal schedule. I am stepping into your timeline at the exact second you needed me the most. You have reached the point where your old battles can no longer follow you, and your new blessings can no longer wait to reach you. This is the reason for the tension and the sudden stillness you feel in your spirit. Do not skip these final moments because they carry the clarity your heart has been begging for. I watched you fight through storms you never deserved to face. I watched you hold on with everything you had when every part of you wanted to let go. Your strength did not go unnoticed by heaven, and your tears did not fall in vain. Your courage in the midst of silence has become the very reason I am moving so loudly in your favor today. I am rewarding the strength you didn't even realize you possessed. I am turning your most private, difficult battles into public blessings. If you are ready to receive this reward, please type "I receive it" in the comments right now. A turnaround so powerful is coming that it will silence every doubt you have ever had about your purpose. You are moving out of the shadows and into a light that cannot be hidden. This is the moment where the world sees what I have known about you all along. Your story is no longer about survival, it is about to become a testimony of victory that encourages everyone around you. You are being positioned to receive more than you ever asked for.